150 kilometers, that's all it took for the entire class of my boys to accidentally create memories that we will probably talk for the rest of our lives. What started with a simple message, bro, no excuses this time, we are going to hit, turned out to be midnight rides, mountain roads, missed sunrise, getting completely drenched in rain and discovering a city that has survived kings, dynasties and war. And somehow, this trip became so much more than just a vacation. This is our story. The plan. There was no complicated plans, no luxury, no fancy stuff, just our boys with one destination. And that's enough excitement to power up the entire city. Bikes ready, villas booked, snacks obviously. And before every legendary Indian trip, there is one tradition. Breaking the coconut. Because blessings first and then everything else. And around 8:30 PM, helmets on, engine start, and just like that the adventure began. Next, the ride. Leaving the run behind, we headed towards Hui, crossing the legendary Haiwan Pass where mountains meet sea, passing Langko by, surrounded by some of the most beautiful views in Vietnam. And honestly, riding with your brothers at night hit very differently. But mountain roads aren't a game. So we kept one rule. Indicators on, no racing, no showing off, everyone gets home safely. Because every adventure is beautiful only if everyone comes back together. And somehow those late night rides became some of my favorite memories. Our home. After hours on road, we finally arrived. And boys, this villa was beautiful. Swimming pool, amazing. Within 5 seconds, everyone forgot they were tired.
맞아. Open please. Wow. ఏంది భయ్ అది వాయిస్ தம்பி கீழே இறங்குப்பா
Next, the sunrise that never happened. Now the next morning we had big dreams. Wake up early, watch the sunrise, become a disciplined man. But in reality, every single one of us, including me, was sleeping like we had fought a war. So no sunrise, no inspirational speech, but all the boys sleeping and laughing at their own failures. And honestly, this made it more funnier. But we had breakfast. Next, the city of emperors. When we were kids, most of us learned about Vietnam War. But long before that, Hui was the heart of Vietnam. For almost 150 years, emperors of Union dynasty ruled from here. Inside the imperial city, every wall tells a story. Kings once walked here, generals once stood here, and history was written. But during the Tet Offensive in 1968, Hui was one of the fiercest battles of Vietnam War. Much of the city was destroyed, yet somehow we survived. And today it stands as a symbol of peace. Apart from the history, even after the war, Hui has some of the most beautiful places. Like the citadel, the Pyong Pagoda, and the Gosing River, and the tombs. It's peaceful, beautiful, and timeless. And honestly, you don't just visit Hui. You feel it because the city doesn't try to impress you; it quietly steals your heart.
ஹாய் காய்ஸ், இப்போ நம்ம எங்கே இருக்கோன்னா ஊயில இருக்கோம். ஊயில ரூட் தெரியாமல் ரோட்டில் நின்றுருக்கோம். அப்புறம் இவங்க தான் சேனலோட ஓனர் மிஸ்டர் பிரஜ்வல், சாரி டாக்டர் பிரஜ்வல். அண்ட் சுரேஷ், ஹாய் சொல்லு. சொல்லிடுவியா?
After all the history, it was time for something equally important. That is Indian food. And trust me, for an Indian student studying abroad, that feeling is priceless. Come on. We have been waiting for. The waterfall. And that's when all the logic disappeared. Suddenly, everyone became professional swimmers, professional drivers, professional idiots. There were races, there were terrible jumps, random speed, and enough embarrassing movement to blackmail each other for years. But somewhere between all the laughter, I realized something. Years from now, we won't remember the assignments or the exams or the stress. We'll remember this laugh, these people, these moments. Because some memories aren't made for Instagram. They are made for the heart. But while this adventure was ending, another chapter was just beginning. No mountains, no waterfalls, no vacation, just hospital corridors, night duty, sleepless night, real patients, stories that changed me forever. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one. See you in the next video. A day in life.